Do you want to learn to impress your friends in Ultrakill by being at the top of this time leaderboard regardless of whether it's an accurate measure of your skill? Then you came to the right place. Today our only goal is to prove to everyone that you're the best, simply because you made it to the end of the level first. Get ready to hit some slam storages, ultra boosts, and subscribe buttons. Gotcha. Because this is how to make Ultrakill easy with speedrunning. Start. Want to go boing. Okay, that was a little laggy, so we're gonna restart. We're gonna take things a little slowly in the prelude because there's a lot of mechanical stuff to teach. But for the first level though, you're gonna want to go to level 2 so that you can access the console and get your weapons set in the right order. The most important thing is putting this red thing, the malicious rail cannon, first, because the explosion it generates is a good way to move really quickly. Second, you're gonna want the red arm out for most of this. And now for 0-1. Slide, bounce, boing, punch, blow up that. Alright. Okay. Get up here. Now you're out of bounds. The fun part. You're trying to get here so you can perform an ultra boost. But that's hard, and I prefer doing this. Don't worry, I'll explain. If there are any jackhammer lovers out there, leave a comment, this is for you. Jump, right-click to launch the core, pull the rail cannon, and boom. I haven't seen anyone actually perform this trick and name it, so we're gonna call it the Mykra boost. Once you get to this checkpoint, pause and hit the checkpoint button to refresh the scene. And now, your first instant kill. It's a fun one. Get the red jackhammer and charge it. Dash, slide, jump, and when you see Maurice, punch and release. Nice. Make sure to hold down the punch button in case the instant kill doesn't work so that the shockwave takes care of him. And while you're in the air, perform slam storage to slide out of the level as quickly as possible. If you've never heard of that, I've invited my friend Gabriel here to tell you exactly how to perform a slam storage.
To perform one, jump into a wall, slam downwards, and jump off the wall. You'll know you've done it correctly if you see the yellow slam lines while midair.
This should store all of your kinetic energy, which you can then transfer into horizontal by sliding. Okay, so 0-1 may have been a doozy, but now you know a bunch of new tricks. Everything else will be way easier, trust me. If you do everything just as I showed you, your run should look something like this. Yes. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Nobody's catching up to that, dude. Level 2 now. As much as I hate to do it, we gotta switch to the standard shotgun here. We will be abandoning my beloved core jackhammer here, but it's for a good reason. Wow. In order to pull off this clip, you'll need to slide backwards into the second room and launch the core at your feet with the shotgun specifically. Just don't let go of the slide button and launch a rocket at your feet to get out of bounds again. Let me know if anyone out there manages to make this work with the jackhammer, because it would let me avoid doing an ultra boost. Ultra boosting is a lot harder than micro boosting TM because you have to dash, then turn around and hit the core accurately, all very quickly. There we go. Whichever method you choose, you want to make it to this room and clear it of enemies as quickly as possible. Boom. 31. And just as always, put it all together and get the time. Yeah, that was good. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now level 3. 03 is definitely the trickiest of Prelude because you have Swords Machine. More on that in a moment. You may notice that I am not yet at 100,000 subs. This is suboptimal. Subscribe and help me get that delicious silver button, and then I'll tell you about how to speedrun this level. Go on. Good girl. Now, step 1 is break this glass with a rocket, launch a core, rail cannon it, and you should fly straight up to the boss room. Now, this guy is a pain. Firstly, you have to shoot a bunch of saws to charge up this one before you get into the room. Then shoot it, fly forward, land right where Swords Machine spawns in, and parry its first attack with your shotgun. If you land in the wrong spot, it's game over. Your goal from there is just to keep shooting it and parrying it and punching it all at the same time till it dies. While I fail continuously in the background, it's worthwhile to note that shotgun swapping is the easiest way to take care of this boss. Even then, balancing all these actions and handling the timing at once can take a while to get the hang of. Ugh. Oh, that was it. I just didn't have the timing. Yes. But does that beat everyone on the leaderboard? No. 18? Why did you learn to speedrun this? Here's about what your full run should look like if you do everything right, with a bit of room for mistakes. You just have to land like 5 perfect parries in a row, and then you win. Nice. There we go. In 04, we're getting schmoovy. To start, you get to power slide straight into this room where you'll drop 2 magnets on the floor. From there, wait for the enemies to spawn in, then grapple this guy and plug him into the jump start. The magnets you just dropped actually conduct the electricity and kill everything except this Maurice. Whiplash him twice and use the jackhammer and it should one-shot. Playing in slow-mo like this isn't just good for demonstration, it also helps me learn faster. Here's how you do it. Oh, and by the way, this is Wand, today's video sponsor. Wand is the best app out there for people who want to customize and fine-tune their single-player experience. Just press Alt and W to bring up Wand's in-game overlay and toggle whatever you need in real time. You can give yourself infinite health while you practice parrying Minos Prime. You can also get insane fire rates or movement speed. It's a great method for practicing bosses in any game, like Hollow Knight Silksong. But if you're like me and you appreciate more of a challenge, you can also make every enemy one-shot you. But then losing all your rosaries becomes a huge pain, so even the playing field by getting unlimited rosaries. There's even a fully interactive map where you can hunt down that last mask shard you just can't seem to find. I didn't even have to set any of this up, by the way. I just downloaded the app and boom, 48 of my games popped right up in the library. And if there's a game you want enhanced, you can even request tools to be made for it. Boasting a catalog of over 3,500 games, there really is everything in here. Super swimming speed in Subnautica, unlimited jumps in Celeste, ridiculous loot in Palworld, low gravity in Crab Champions. All of this just cause why not? Get creative, get quirky, get Wand for free with my link, wand.gg/Mykra, or click it in the description to start making your games your own today. Now to finish the level, it's simple. Smash through this door, get to the end of the room as quickly as possible, smash that door, smash that floor, and win. You want to dump yourself into this pit because doing so spawns you at the end of the room before any of its enemies come in. This level's very fun to execute and perfect because of the freedom. There's a lot of ways you can go in a straight line. Yes. And now for a boss that's actually enjoyable. Go ahead and use the old reliable shotgun cord across this pit and prep up your saw launcher for the tough part. Step 1 is reloading the checkpoint right as the door opens, which will skip the boss's intro cutscene. Then drop a magnet and let all your saws orbit it. Launch the oversaw and jumpstart the Cerberus as you slide backward towards the second one, which should be about to spawn in soon. And this is my favorite part, the airstrike. If you shoot a rocket and right-click, it'll freeze in place and allow you to stand on it. The goal here is to get above where the Cerberi can attack you and freeze multiple rockets just above their heads. Draw them in and release everything at once. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. Shave 2 seconds. That's that. Now let's do the easy one. Welcome to Act 1. Believe it or not, there's a way to speed up something as simple as throwing a coin into a fountain. You're actually able to throw the coin through this wall as you jump, and you want to make sure you're holding forward as it happens. Ah, that was it. It takes a lot of trial and error, but it's worth it to say you beat the level in under a second. Hey, no one is gonna catch up to that, dude. Act 1 is much more fun than the previous levels, but 1-2 is certainly the hardest in the act. Diving out of the start took the longest to learn, and honestly, I still don't get how to do it consistently. A dive is a jump and a slide at almost the same time, with the jump happening first. If you do it right as the door opens and hold down the buttons, you should hopefully fly right to the top. This is wildly inconsistent and was definitely the most annoying part about running this level. Once you're in, oversaw the skull icon on the door so that it bounces back and kills the drone that spawns in. Then charge up your shotgun and kill some filth with the knuckle blaster as you walk into this corner. Rail cannon this hallway, then slam these schisms into the air and take them both out with a rocket launch. Nice. Kinda convoluted, but it'll make you feel like a badass. After that, you want to punch this hole in the wall much faster than I do here. Jumpstart this power box and reload the checkpoint. This next room makes you feel even more badass. In order to split a coin down the middle like that, you need to shoot it just as that little sparkle shows up. If you correctly kill both of the street cleaners, back up and shoot this one with the red marksman. Then all you gotta do is jump, launch a core, and rail cannon it. Awesome! Okay, put it all together. Yeah. Not going great so far. Dude. While technically tricky, this stage is insanely fun and a great way to show off if you're streaming on Discord. Speaking of Discord, if you decide to join my server, please let me know if you can figure out how to do the entrance consistently, because I never could. Aw, you didn't die. You were supposed to die. This is fun though. This is really fun. Please, 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 please. Yes! There we go. This level taught me the importance of innovation. Learn your weapons, know the game, and if you mess up, make up a solution on the fly, because that's what Ultrakill is all about, doing it your way. Unless your way isn't fast enough. 1-3 is my least favorite part about Layer 1 because of this one move. You have to grab the skull while slamming, and the timing is so tight. I spent about half an hour practicing it, never got consistent, and just gave up and started learning the boss. That took twice as long, but it is so fun once you get the hang of it. Here's how it goes. Reload the checkpoint just as the arms move to skip the animation, stick a magnet behind the boss's back, send out all your saws, and zap him in the chest. Throw a couple coins through the mass's body, shoot them with the electric rail cannon, and keep sending out coins so the laser reflects back and forth. And finally, cannonball to the chest. If that doesn't take care of it, a couple more shots to the tail will. Ooh, how was that? Sub 30? Okay. Yes, there we go. Ooh, yeah. And now we go straight to the coolest kill in the act, V2. Hope you've got spare change. This level starts by charging up your shotgun as you slam store right out the entrance. Right as you hit the ground, perform a dive, 3 times until you make it through this door. As you do, shoot right below yourself to get the extra boost, break this window with your grapple hook, and fly straight into the boss arena. I am pleased to tell you that we are going to be skipping this boss. Throw a coin, punch it a few more times, and V2 runs away. Boost up to catch the arm, and leave the level as quickly as possible. Oh, that was perfect execution. 16, okay, I'm taking that. Unfortunately for my track record, my friend Gordon, the creator of the spare change % category, is better at this than me. There are also faster ways to kill V2, they just aren't easy. I care more about accessibility, so we're moving on. I get to teach you a fun new tech, rocket riding. Basically, you just dash and shoot a frozen rocket at the same time, then unfreeze it. Wait about half a second and be looking slightly downwards. Also, if you tilt down just before you explode the rocket, you get more forward momentum from the explosion. So combine all that with sliding into this level, punching the pipe, and then sliding out of it, you get a very fun 2-1. No way, that felt so good. Ooh. 2-2 is a bit less enjoyable, but it's the calm before the storm. It involves multiple rooms where you have to destroy these power boxes, and luckily there are of course optimized routes for them. Shoot a rocket here, back up and do a good old ultra boost, and finally shoot this box, which is easy to miss. Once you get to the next checkpoint, reload it and fly to the end of the room by any means. Jackhammer these guys backwards so you fly to the end of this hall as fast as possible, and kill these dudes pretty much however you want. But once you get here, you need to perform a dive at a very specific time, which should allow you to slide right between all these strays, where you'll find another room with some power boxes. Shoot a rocket and grapple it to get enough height to hit this box. Then launch a core and rail cannon it to hopefully explode the last two. Ooh, that's gotta be sub 30. Yes! And now 2-3. I do not like 2-3. It relies on two major inconsistencies. Firstly, clipping into this door. I think you need to be on the further end of it and use the weapon wheel to slow down the game so you can spam slide as quickly as possible. Then I need to quickly switch my finger placement on my mouse to perform a quick rocket mount, which took me so long to figure out for some reason. Even then, the checkpoint you're supposed to get right here just sometimes feels like it isn't there. That's not even talking about the Mind Flayer that's in this room. Killing her is a whole nother story. Get ready for the most complicated two-step process ever. Step 1 is shooting this coin with the charge rifle after you've punched it. Step 2 is another cannonball to the chest. This chest is just a little softer. I'm sorry. This usually kills her. Sometimes it doesn't. It's annoying. You have to follow that up with a core explosion that also only sometimes clears the entire room of enemies. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me, dude. Getting this button combo down is also super hard, so remember to use the times the game freezes to your advantage, setting up your weapons early. Besides that, you've got no other choice than to buckle up and get ready to ram your face into a doorway for about an hour or so. That was pretty good. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. Even though it wasn't like an instant room kill. And now, rejoice. For this is the return of the Mykra boost. Also, probably the most badass boss fight in Act 1, but like, seriously, let's start calling this the Mykra boost. This level begins by trying to wedge yourself between the door and the right wall as it opens, which is very fast. Once you're out though, you only need to fly to this checkpoint and get the skull normally. Now, of course, the boss is the fun part. Once you get the skull in, set up a saw trap and back up a bit when the lights go dark. Launch a core and shoot it with your revolver, and then throw 3 coins into Minos' eye. The eye is the important part. While all 3 coins are in there, launch the electric rail cannon, a 4th coin, and punch that right after the laser hits it. If you did everything right, less than half Minos' health should be remaining. If you didn't, he'll punch you soon, so parry it. From there, just fire some rockets and core boosts until you get a coin back. Toss it, charge your pistol, and fire. A few more parries should do the trick then, and you're done. The exit is also tricky, but you should get enough height off this wall to maneuver around these obstacles before sliding out. Ooh, that was pretty good. But it could still be a lot faster. It is a lot to handle, so it's bound to take you a few tries. Oh, yes, that was perfect. 45. Oh, that's awesome. Layer 3 Gluttony has only 2 levels, Belly of the Beast and In the Flesh, the boss fight with Gabriel. 3-1 is notoriously hard for first timers, but it's super easy to skip. Just slide into this doorway. And it doesn't even take much practice. Only problem is the P door. Yeah, did I mention I only have 25 hours in this game? You do have to P rank every level in Act 1 to open this door. I have 40 hours now because that's what I did. So I hope you're better at the game than me now because this was rough. Oh man. Bro, are you kidding me? Aw. That's it. And now, Gabriel. This one is very hard. It's a combination of everything you've just learned. Cut down this giant eye and go down the hole ASAP. Use the momentum you just built up to slide forward and throw a coin. This kill is yet again coin oriented, which is why I call it the $6 shrimp special. The trick involves hitting Gabe with a coin, just like V2, but we do something called dead coining, which tricks it into doing more damage. After you punch the coin into the ground 3 times, look up and shoot it, but throw another coin like right after you shoot. You'll know you did it right if the shot doesn't really go anywhere after it hits the coin. This tricks the coin into retaining the damage it would normally have from ricocheting without ricocheting. The hard part is punching that very coin into Gabriel 4 separate times, then piercing him with the electric rail cannon. You could also do it a 5th time, but 4 is already hard enough. If he's not dead by then, just deal damage in any way you can to finally finish up the act. Alright, how was that? I think that's my best. If you've done everything like I said, your total time for completing the entire beginning of the game, including Prelude, should be close to 5.5 minutes. If you guys get this video to 10,000 likes, you can expect another one just like it on Act 2, and eventually Act 3. Remember to stream my friend's music that I featured in this video. Thanks again to Juan for the sponsor, and to y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys around.